Hi, this is Marilyn Blair, and now I'm going to walk you through working with templates. So we're going to just pick an easy design that we can do and make some changes with it just so you can see how templates function. So I have a couple of ways to get to my templates. I can either use this search your content and Canvas button, or I could go to create a design, or I can go directly to templates. I could use any of those that I'd like. I think since we're on the home page, I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I'm going to do a book cover today. And so I just type that in, hit enter. And what I have, what comes up for me are designs that I've already done. Wow, I didn't realize I've done 66 book covers so far, which since I've only written 3 books, I'm not sure how I did that, but okay. But those are all the different book covers we have. And then underneath that are Canva templates. So there's 8,180 templates for you to choose from. And just like we talked about before, not all of them are available to you if you don't have the pro version. If you have the free version, you want to look for designs like this one that does not have the little crown. If it has the little crown on it, that means it's a premium design, and unfortunately, it's not for you. But there's plenty that are. So what you want to do is just page down and look for something that catches your eye that says, yeah, this is the one I think I'd like to work with for my book. And I'm going to choose this one, not because I think it's the most exciting design that I'm looking at, but because it has a couple of features that I want to show you how to use. So I'm going to just click on that design, brings me to this page, and it's going to tell me a couple things I need to know. First of all, it's 100% fully customizable. That means I can get in there and change anything that I'm looking at. Some of them have elements to them that you cannot change, and it'll tell you right up front, it's only 50% customizable. And you can edit and download on the go. So that means if you have an app on your phone or on an iPad or tablet, you can edit somewhere else other than your laptop or your desktop computer, and you're able to share and publish anywhere. So that's a really good thing. What you have to be careful with, and this is one thing I do like about Canva, is they will tell you if you start to try and download a design and you have not changed it and it doesn't have this, publish anywhere button, they'll say, no, you can't do that. They don't want you to get in copyright trouble. So as long as if you just as a rule of thumb think, just make a change. It could just be one change in that design and you're allowed to go ahead and use it however you need to. So to get to the point where I can now work on the design, I'm going to hit customize this template. And now it's going to bring me into the design screen. Now it looks like I'm there. Oh, I actually am there. Sometimes you have to click on the design twice. I'm not sure why Canva did that, but they did. So now I've got the design I'm ready to work with, and you see all these little boxes that are coming up real quick. Let me just talk about them for a second. Every element on this page will have a box that will come around it. So you'll see stories of determination and achievement. That's a box. If I go to the little dot next to it, that's a box. That's a box. Inspiring is its own box. Success is its own box. And this one, Tales of, is one box, and the oval around that is another box. So I can go through this whole design, and there's a lot of little pieces to it. When you want to work on that, you just click on the box and now it's active. It's saying you can do something with it. So the something I might do is either change the word or change the color of the word or change the font or change the size. So I can do a whole bunch of stuff just by clicking on this box and starting to work on it. But the first thing I want to do is to work on this guy right here, because I don't look a thing like him. So I want to get rid of him, and all I do is click on him once. So you see right now the box is around the entire design. I don't want to hit delete now because it would delete the whole design. So I'm going to just click on him and I could either hit trash or I could hit the delete button. And now he's gone. But now I have to replace him with something else. So I want to replace him with another person, preferably someone I know. So I'm going to go to uploads. I just click that. Now, when you're in the design menu, there's, I should talk about this first before we go any further. So we're in design. That's just the thing that says it's like the map. You are here. So you are in design. Underneath that, you have elements. And if you watch the other video on creating a simple design, we went through all of these little menus. So I'm not going to go through all of them again. But elements are your graphics, shapes, you can get to your AI generator here, photos, videos. It's all the stuff that's going to go into this design. Next is text. Here's the brand. Here's where the brand template or the brand kit really comes in handy. I don't have to go searching for my logo. It just shows up when I hit brand. So do all the colors. So if I wanted to make this my brand colors, I could just click through here. Since you don't have that, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. But here's one I need, uploads. So these are designs or photographs that I have made and have downloaded into a JPEG format or a PNG format and then re-uploaded so I could use the complete design in Canva in whatever I want to use. So I know I have some pictures of people in here and I'm just going to scroll down till I find what I'm looking for. And this is unfortunate that I can't make a folder of these images so I could just get to write the one I want, but I can't. So I just have to scroll down, and I'm sorry, you'll have to bear with me. Okay, now we're getting to people. Okay, I'm going to use this one. This is me and my husband. Isn't he cute? All right, so I can use this design. Now, whenever you click on anything, whether it's a photograph or text, or in this case, an uploaded photograph, as soon as you click on it, it plops it right in the middle of the design. Obviously, that's not where I want it. I need to move it. So to move it, I just left click, pull it down to where I want it to be, which is going to be somewhere in this neighborhood. But I also know it's not big enough. So just like I did with the simplistic design, I'm going to go to a corner and you see how the little dot turns purple. That means I can manipulate it. I'm going to left click, hold it down, and then just stretch it out. And now I want to pull that into the center. If you see, I've got a guideline now. That vertical line is just guiding me to the center. And I think I want to pull me down right to the bottom of the page and then maybe just make it a little bit taller. So I'm going to hit this one here. And that's still in the center. But you can see there's a couple of things that aren't so great about this design. One is this lovely background that we were standing in front of. So we want to get rid of that. And in Pro, it's very easy to get rid of. I just go up to this thing that says BG Remover. It's background remover. I just click it once and it gets rid of it for me. It's a wonderful feature. I use it quite a lot. Unfortunately, like I said, you don't get it in the Pro version, but I do know a lot of phones you can have this feature on it. So you can just do it on your phone and then upload it, or you can get an app for your phone to do that as well. And actually, that might be one of the apps to check out in this menu over here to see if there's a background remover. There may be. All right, so that solved one problem. Now, the next problem I see is this red band should be in front of us instead of us being in front of it. So since I have this box of the two of us already boxed, I'm going to go up to this button here that says position. I'm going to click on that. And then I have a choice. I can arrange this by just using words. I can't really go forward. Oh, yes, I can, because see this Jacqueline Thompson is in front of us. So if I hit forward, now she's behind us. But I really didn't want to do that. I want to get behind these things. So I'm going to hit backward until I get there, and there it is. Okay, so now I'm in the place that I want to be. And I think, really, when I look at this, we could be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to pull that up even bigger. And since it's kind of a square design, I'm just going to go edge to edge. That looks, oh, so much better, except for my poor husband has bestseller on his head, and that's not really attractive. So we're going to have to move that. But this gets a little tricky because I can see, and I just know because I've worked with Canva for a while, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 different pieces in this design. 1, 2, 3 is the red dot, and underneath that is the black dot. And the black one is going to be really tough to get to because it's really close to the red one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Best. I'm going to hold my Shift key down and click on Seller. And then I'm going to keep holding it down and click on the red button and then let go. And it's going to say Group. Yes, please group all that design. Now, if I move this, and how I'm going to move it, I'm going to click out of it first. I just click on it once, and then I can hold that left click down and then just move it wherever I want. But do you see how it left the black dot behind? So now I can just come, oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, let's show you how to fix that. I just reshaped that design, didn't mean to do it. So I'm not in trouble. All I have to do is go back to the undo button right up here, one of my favorite buttons in all the world. So I click it once. Since I resized it twice, I have to do it again. Now I'm good. Why that happened was because I was not outside of the box. And so let me explain that. There's an inside the box and outside the box. So I'm going to look at success because it's a little bigger to see. Right now, I am outside of the box, which means I can move success wherever I want it to be. It's not affecting the letters at all. Okay, put you back where you belong. But if I wanted to change the word success, I need to be inside of the box. So to do that, I just need to click again. And now it's highlighted the word, so I know I'm in there and I can change whatever I want. So I could call it, let's just call it victory, just to keep it, I can spell victory, just to keep it with a success theme. So that's what happened here. I was actually inside of the box. And so when I tried to move it, instead I hit the little bar on the side and I was squishing it instead of moving it. So again, I'm going to just make it really weird and then go back to my undo button to get to the right shape. So to get out of the box, once I'm in the box, I just have to click somewhere else on the screen. It doesn't matter where. So I click once. Now I'm out of that completely. I'm in the whole design. And if I only click on this once, now I'm outside of the box and I can move it. And you can see that it's already behind the other design because that's where it was in the layer. Now, it's not where I want to be, and I want to be a little precise. So instead of using the left, click left and then hold it down, I'm going to use my arrow buttons, and they don't want to work. There we go. And I'm going to just use the arrow. See how it's moving it just little subtly? When you have to do close work, that's kind of what you want to do. So I'm just using my up and down and left and right arrows to get it where I need it to be. So there we go. So it's moved at least. It's probably not where I want it to be, but for now, at least it's out of the way. All right. Now the yellow part, I think should be a little bit bigger so it gets underneath my husband and a little bit that way. So I'm just adjusting this, and then this is what the problem is when you have a lot of elements. You can click around. All right, I'm looking for that vertical line to show up. There it is. Okay, so I'm centered now, and I just let go. All right, so You know what? I think I love these words, inspiring victories, tales of inspiring victory. Yes, we're going to tell you many stories about that. So let's get this where it should be. I think this would look better over here. I'm going to just move this little guy underneath here and say that's close enough. There we go. And now the only other thing is I'm not really crazy about this white background. So I'm going to click to get the whole design again. And then I'm going to click on color, this color wheel, which is the background color. And now I have my choice. I can go with the document colors, so the colors that are already there. So this is that red, this is the mustard yellow, and this is our font color, so that's already there. Or one of the things I like, well, here's my color palette from my publishing company kit, my brand kit, but we're going to ignore that. But they also give you colors from the picture that's there. So that's kind of cool that you can do that. I don't think I want to do that because it'll just blend everything in. I mean, the closest one would be that, but it doesn't really go with all the other stuff. So now let's get rid of that, undo. I think just to go with something like a light cream just to get it out of being white. So there we go. So I just toned it down just a tad. You can, if you want to play with that more, just go to the color and then you can slide it around to, you know, wherever you want to. Yeah, that's a little better. So I'm going to go there and just let go. And now that's your color. So the last thing is I want to make this by me, not by whoever Jacqueline Thompson is. So I'm just going to click into that box, type my name, and I'll include my husband. And do you see how the letters are kind of spread out? I've never liked that. So I'm going to just click inside the box now. And I'm going to have to drag that highlighter over all that. Then I'm going to go up to this. This is spacing. And I have two kinds of spacing here. Right now I'm dealing with letter spacing. And it's, I don't know what, 262. So I don't want it that much. I'm just going to bring that in, slide that down to where I think it looks normal. And that looks about right to me. I like that better. The other thing I'm not super crazy about is, I'll just tell you here why I'm here. This is line spacing. So if I had 2 lines of text, and this would be like single space, double space, triple space, that's where you would do that in here. I'm not crazy about this font either. So I'm going to go up to the fonts. I just click on that. I have a lot of fonts I can choose from, and these are all just through Canva. So let's just pick one just randomly here. Let's just go with Old Standard. And it changes that for me. Now, when I change the font, I'm not happy again with the line spacing. So I'm going to go back to this and make it even a little squishier. Make it look a little more normal. And that's fine. And when I'm done with that, I just click out of the design. Okay? So that's pretty much what I want to do. When I'm satisfied with it, I go up to the share button and I click on share. And before I do that, you might want to title your design. So I could just say Victory Design and hit enter. Now I'm going to go share. And then I'm going to do download. You can do copy link if this is something you wanted to send to other people to have them give their input. You would do copy link. This is where that little lock button up here is handy. Only you can access. That means people can look at it, but they can't mess with it. If you want them to be able to design, you could just click on one of these other ones. Anybody from your team can use it, or anyone with the link. Yikes, that's dangerous. So that means that if you sent your friend a link and they pass the link on to somebody else, that somebody else could come into your design and mess things up. So don't do that. Just stick with team members or lock it so you're the only one who can do it. After that, you're going to download it. So you just click download. And then over here on this drop down menu, you have a lot of options. You can send it as a JPEG, a PNG, PDF, PDF print, SVG, MP4 video, and a GIF. Okay, so let's talk about these just for a moment. JPEG is probably the most normal. It's easiest for sharing in email. You can indicate how big or how small of a file you want for that. I skipped PDF. Everybody knows PDF. That's just regular old thing. Nobody can do anything with it when you send it that way. PNG is if, so for instance, I'm the communications director at my church, and we have very large television screens at the front of our church that we use for the sermons and for worship lyrics and for announcements, those type of things. So it's a very big space it has to fill. I use PNG because it's more pixelated. It has a higher concentration for large design. So that's really the difference between JPEG and PNG. PDF standard, that's just your normal PDF. PDF print is best for printing. So when you're going to upload to, say, KDP, you want to be uploading as PDF print if they're requiring a PDF file. Frequently, they want a JPEG file for some things, and they want a PDF for other things. When you do your PDF for them, you want PDF print. SVG is, you don't have to mess with that. That's if you're doing some kind of a graphic. And MP4 video is if you have anything that's animated. So for instance, just for fun, I'm going to go back up to the Elements menu. And I'm going to go down to videos. No, you know what? I'll go to graphics and say fireworks. And here we go. You can see I've got these different little graphics. Oh, where'd they go? Go back. Fireworks. Okay. Some of them are animated, so I'm going to click on this one because it is. And I'm going to position it in the back just because. Oops, not that far forward. There we go. So it's in the background. So maybe this is something that I want to do in a social media post. And it does look a little ridiculous, really, but it's just for demonstration purposes to do this. So now if I wanted to share that and I want to get the animation when I click download, I have to download it as an MP4. Not to confuse you, but let's just say that I had 6 other pages in this file. See down here, I can add a page. So let's say I did that. And I did whatever I did on this page, but it wasn't a moving graphic. It was just, fireworks, just an image of it. I want to download page 1 as an MP4, but the rest of the designs, if they're not moving, I just want a regular JPEG or a PNG. So you can do that with the share. You hit download again, sorry. And now it's telling me right now all pages, and I would go to this one and I would say, I want to just do page number 1, and I want to do page number 1 as an MP4. And then I would hit download, and it would download. When that's done, then I would go back up to here and I'd say, okay, I want a JPEG, but now I want to get rid of that, page number 2. And if I had 5 more pages, I would just keep clicking to do those, hit done, and then you hit download. And then all those pages would be coming in as a JPEG into your download files. Okay, I think that pretty much ends our time for doing templates. Thank you and happy designing.